What if I told you that a $5 can sitting in your garage could save you thousands in car repairs? I'm talking about WD-40. Yes, the same spray most people only use for squeaky doors. But in this video, I'm going to show you powerful car hacks that mechanics don't want you to know. From restoring your headlights to preventing rust, these tricks not only make your car last longer, they keep money in your pocket. Let's dive in. Hack 1. Remove tar, sap, and grime from paint. Your car's paint might look clean after a wash, but if you run your hand over it and feel a rough, gritty texture, that's not dirt. It's tar, sticky tree sap, or bug guts that have bonded to the clear coat. Scrubbing hard or using sharp tools only scratches the paint and makes the problem worse. A safer solution is WD-40. Simply spray it directly onto the affected area and let it sit for a couple of minutes so it can loosen the grime. Then wipe it away with a microfiber towel. You'll see the tar and sap dissolve without scratching your paint, and if a spot is stubborn, just spray again and repeat. As a bonus, WD-40 leaves behind a thin protective layer, making it harder for new tar or sap to stick. One quick trick that saves you time, effort, and expensive paint repairs. Hack 2. Restore cloudy headlights. Over time, headlights don't just get dirty, they turn cloudy and yellow, which makes your car look older and actually cuts down the light you need at night. Many people think the only fix is an expensive restoration kit or even replacing the headlights, but there's a quick trick with WD-40. Just spray it directly onto the headlight lens, let it sit for a few seconds, and then wipe it off with a clean microfiber cloth. Instantly, the plastic clears up, giving you brighter lights and a cleaner look. Now, this isn't a permanent solution. It won't replace professional restoration, but it's perfect if you need a quick fix before a night drive, an inspection, or even when selling your car. One spray can give your headlights new life in under a minute. Hack 3. Protect paint from scratches and corrosion. Your car's paint isn't just about looks. It's the first line of defense against rust and corrosion. Tiny scratches and chips may seem harmless, but once moisture and road salt sneak in, rust spreads fast and repairs get expensive. Here's where WD-40 comes in. Lightly mist it along vulnerable spots like wheel arches, rocker panels, and door edges, then wipe it with a microfiber cloth. Not only does it add a slick layer of protection that repels water and grime, it can also make shallow scratches less visible by restoring a little shine. It's a quick, affordable way to protect your paint and keep rust from eating away at your car's bodywork. A few sprays now can save you thousands down the road. Hack 4. Remove bumper sticker residue. Peeling off an old bumper sticker usually leaves behind a sticky mess that seems impossible to remove without damaging the paint. Many drivers grab a razor blade or harsh chemicals, but that's a fast track to scratches and dull spots. Instead, try this simple trick with WD-40. Spray it directly on the leftover adhesive. Wait about a minute to let it break down the glue, and then wipe with a microfiber cloth. The residue rolls right off, leaving your paint smooth and clean. For stubborn spots, repeat the process and rub gently. No need for scraping or sanding. This hack works not only on bumper stickers but also on old decals, inspection stickers, and even duct tape residue. In just a couple of minutes, your car looks fresh again without the risk of costly paint damage. Hack 5. Loosen stuck or rusted bolts. Few things are more frustrating than trying to loosen a bolt that's rusted solid. Cranking harder usually just strips the head or snaps it off completely, turning a simple repair into a costly headache. This is where WD-40 shines. Spray it directly on the stuck bolt, making sure it soaks into the threads, and then give it 5 to 10 minutes to work its way in. The formula penetrates tiny gaps, breaks down rust, and frees the metal. Once it's had time to work, apply steady pressure with your wrench, and most bolts will loosen without a fight. For extremely stubborn ones, spray again and tap lightly with a hammer to help it penetrate deeper. With this trick, you avoid broken bolts, stripped threads, and hours of frustration, all thanks to a few sprays of WD-40. Hack 6. Prevent rust on tools and undercarriage. Rust doesn't just attack cars, it also ruins the tools you rely on to maintain them. Leave your wrenches or sockets in a damp garage, and before long they're covered in orange corrosion that weakens the metal. The same goes for your car's undercarriage, where water, salt, and mud can eat away at suspension parts and frames. The solution is simple. Give everything a light coat of WD-40. For tools, just spray a thin layer before putting them back in the box. It keeps moisture out and metal shining like new. For your car, spray WD-40 on vulnerable undercarriage areas like control arms, subframes, and suspension joints. It won't make them invincible, but it slows rust dramatically and helps parts last years longer. A few minutes of prevention can save you hundreds in replacement costs down the road. Hack 7. Stop squeaky hinges. Nothing makes a car feel old faster than squeaky doors or a hood that groans every time you open it. That squeak isn't just annoying. It's metal rubbing against metal with no lubrication, and over time it wears out the hinge pins, which can cost a lot to replace. The quick fix? WD-40. Just give the hinge a short spray right at the pivot points, then open and close the door a few times to work it in. Instantly, the noise disappears and the hinge moves smoothly again. For stubborn squeaks, add a second light spray the next day and it'll stay quiet much longer. This simple trick not only makes your car feel newer, but also prevents expensive wear on door and hood hinges down the road. Hack 8. Free up stuck spark plugs or threaded parts. Few things are more frustrating than trying to remove an old spark plug, O2 sensor, or bleeder screw that feels like it's welded in place. Force it too hard and you risk stripping threads or even snapping it off in the engine. A repair that costs big money. The smart move is to grab your WD-40 first. Spray it directly at the base of the spark plug or onto the threads of the stuck part and let it sit for at least 10 minutes. WD-40 penetrates deep into the tiny gaps, breaking down rust and loosening the bond. When you go to turn it, the part glides out instead of fighting back. If it still resists, spray again. Tighten just a touch, then back it out slowly. This trick saves time, frustration, and potentially thousands in engine repair bills. Hack 9. Keep locks from freezing. Winter mornings can be brutal, but nothing's worse than finding your car door lock frozen solid when you're already running late. Many people make the mistake of pouring hot water on the lock, but that only seeps in and freezes again, making the problem worse. A smarter move is to prevent it before it happens. Spray a quick shot of WD-40 directly into your locks, doors, trunk, even the ignition if you've got an older key-start car. WD-40 drives out moisture and leaves behind a protective film that keeps ice from forming inside the mechanism. That simple step can save you from broken keys, busted lock cylinders, or expensive tow bills when you can't get inside your own car. A few seconds of prevention in the fall can save you hours of frustration in the winter. Hack 10. Clean battery terminals. Pop your hood and take a look at your battery. If you see white or green crust around the posts, that's corrosion, and it's choking off the flow of power. Weak connections mean hard starts, dim lights, and unnecessary strain on your alternator. A lot of people replace the whole battery when all they need is a simple cleanup. Here's the fix. Spray WD-40 directly onto the corroded terminals and clamps. It loosens and softens the buildup so you can scrub it away easily with a wire brush or even an old toothbrush. Wipe it clean with a rag, tighten everything back down, and your battery will deliver strong, reliable power again. Plus, WD-40 leaves behind a protective layer that helps slow future corrosion, keeping your charging system healthier for years. And that's just a handful of the ways WD-40 can save you serious money on car repairs. If you found these tricks helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more smart car hacks, and share this video with someone who could use these tips. And if you want to learn even more secrets to make your car last longer and avoid costly repairs, check out the video right here on your screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cooling issues cause 50% of catastrophic engine failures. Coolant breaks down over time, 30,000 to 150,000 miles depending on car, and turns acidic, causing rust, clogging, and overheating. Symptoms include sweet-smelling coolant, discoloration, or low levels. Ignoring it can warp heads and blow gaskets, costing $1,500 to $4,000. Solution: flush the cooling system. DIY with distilled water, antifreeze, and coolant flush chemicals, or get it done professionally for under $150. Inspect coolant monthly and flush every 30,000 miles to avoid major repairs. Test the gas. Over time, carbon buildup makes the butterfly valve stick, causing rough idling, poor acceleration, stalling, or even sudden engine shutoff, which is dangerous on highways. To clean, disconnect the battery and intake ducts, then spray throttle body cleaner onto the valve. Gently scrub both sides with a brush and cotton swabs. For electronic, drive-by-wire throttles, have a helper press the gas to open the valve while you clean. Do this every 30,000 miles to keep acceleration smooth and